Hi guys. So I'm going to show you guys how to change these decimals right here into fractions and then these fractions right here into decimals, okay? But before I do that, I want you guys to pause the video right now and try these problems on your own in your math journal, and then go ahead and play the video after you finish and then see if you did them correctly, okay? So pause the video right now. Okay, so hopefully you tried these problems out already. So I'm going to start explaining how to do them. So the first one here, it's 66, okay? So it's 66 hundredths. So I'm going to write it out of 100, okay? Keep your negative with it. Now, I have to simplify this. Both of these numbers are even numbers, okay? So I'm actually going to divide by 2. Okay, so 66 divided by 2, half of 66 is 33. And half of 100 would be 50. Make sure that you bring your negative sign back over here. Don't forget that, because otherwise you would get the problem wrong. Okay, so the answer you should have gotten is negative 33 over 50. Okay, let's try the second one here. Again, you should have already tried this problem on your own. So I have 2, and I have it in the tenths place. Okay, so it's going to be out of 10. It's negative, so make sure you keep the negative with it. Now, I'm not finished. I have to simplify this, so I have to figure out what to divide by. In this case, I could divide both by 2 because they're even numbers. Okay, so half of 2 would be 1, and half of 10 would be 5. Keep your negative sign with it, don't forget that. So you get negative 1 over 5, and that's already in simplest form. So this right here should have been your answer. Okay. Now, for the last part here, you're supposed to change these fractions into decimals. So I have negative 3 over 5. The top number is the one that should have gone on the inside, so make sure you got that part right. So 3 goes on the inside, 5 on the outside. 5 can't go into 3, so put a 0 and then a decimal and a 0 after the 3. Okay, now 5 goes into 30 6 times. That would be 30, subtract, you get 0. Your decimal goes directly above, so I get 0.6. Now, do not forget your negative sign, okay? If you forget that, the whole problem is marked wrong. All this work for nothing if you didn't put your negative sign. So don't forget that. For number 4, there's different ways of doing this one, okay? One way is to, probably the easier way, is to put that negative 6 on the side, because you know your answer is going to be negative 6 point something. We have to figure out what that something is, so we have to figure out what's 1/5 as a decimal. So put the 1 on the inside, 5 on the outside. 5 can't go into 1, so you put your 0, decimal and a 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times, that would be 10. Subtract, you get 0. And then you're done, so put your decimal directly above. Okay, so I get 0.2. That 0, though, needs to be replaced with that negative 6. So basically you have negative 6.2. So over here, write in your 0.2. Okay, and this right here is your answer. So negative 6 and 1/5 is the same thing as negative 6.2. So at this point, you should have checked your answers to see if you got the same thing the first time. And if not, see what your mistake was so that next time for your quiz, you can correct it. All right, hope this helps, guys.